his great help in making today a reality. Let's give him a round of applause. Senator Keith Phillips. Assemblywoman Ellen Jaffe and all our Assembly colleagues, it's a pleasure to be with you, the county executives, the mayors who are here today, Marcia Gordon, Al Samuels, Ross Pepe, who you heard introduced already. And we had three great former county executives who haven't been introduced, who were very helpful to us in communicating this project to the people of the county. County Executive Al Del Bello, County Executive Andy Spano, and County Executive Andy O'Rourke. Let's give them a round of applause. And all my other colleagues from state government and local government who are here, it's a pleasure to be with all of you. 18 months ago, New York State was in trouble. Businesses were leaving, people were leaving. There was a sense that New York's best days were behind it. It was a situation where government wasn't leading, government wasn't functioning. It was political gridlock meets bureaucratic incompetence. And you could feel it all across the state. The energy was down, the confidence was down. And our ability to get things done was suffering. To me, the Tappan Zee Bridge was a perfect metaphor for that type of dysfunction. About 13 years ago, the state of New York stood up and said, we're going to build a new bridge. That the Tappan Zee is outdated, the Tappan Zee is unsafe, the Tappan Zee has too much congestion. It's not worth it economically to try to fix the Tappan Zee because it's outdated. 13 years ago, that's what the government said. And then every day since then was Groundhog Day. Same conversation over and over and over. We'll have a meeting, we'll have a discussion, another report, another finding. And it went on for 13 years. Think of how many hours in traffic have been wasted by how many people sitting on that bridge. How many millions of dollars were wasted patching and fixing the bridge? How much pollution by the hour after hour after hour of traffic on that bridge? What a waste. When government fails, it hurts people. When government fails, it hurts the state. And there's two types of failure. There's an obvious affirmative failure, and then there's just the failure of leadership. The failure to do nothing. The decision to do nothing is a decision. Indecision can be a decision. We decided to do nothing. No, we decided to continue to operate the old Tappan Zee Bridge. We decided to waste millions. We decided to put people through traffic and congestion and pollution. That's what we did. It was a failure of leadership, a failure of government. And in many ways a metaphor for the failure that New York State overall was doing time and time again. Well, that was yesterday, and this is today. And there is a different spirit and a different energy in New York today. This state legislature, my colleagues in the Senate, my colleagues in the Assembly, and I got together 18 months ago, and we said, you know what? Let's try it a different way. Let's put the politics aside. Yes, we're Democrats. Yes, we're Republicans. But we are New Yorkers first. And let's operate like New Yorkers. And let's find commonality, not differences. And let's find out how to get to yes and how to make things work. And let's find a solution. And let's stop raising problem after problem after problem. And let's find ways to actually make things go forward. And it's a different day. The state's passing budgets. The state's passing legislation. We just completed the most successful legislative session in modern political history. And it's a different day for the Tappan Zee. All those years of delay are a thing of the past. We've made more progress in the past few months than we made in 13 years, and that's the truth. Passed a piece of legislation called Design Build, which is going to be a fundamentally different way for the state of New York to pursue this project. We're going to go to a private contractor with the responsibility for both the design and the build of the bridge. So there'll be one contract, one price, and then it's up to the contractor to design it and to build it. We went about it in a different way in terms of consulting with the community. We had dozens of meetings on both sides of the river to find out what people wanted, what people were thinking. As the Assemblywoman said, we not only had the meetings, we actually listened. You know, you can have a meeting, you can have a conversation, but not really listen. Well, we listened, we heard, and I believe the plan we have today is a better plan for the input that we had. We've asked the federal government to expedite the approvals, and they have. We completed the FEIS, we responded to the comments, and the next step now is to go to Washington and apply for a federal loan to make sure that we can build the bridge and we can keep the tolls affordable, and that's the next obstacle for us to overcome, and we will. What makes it extraordinary is how many people worked together to make this possible. And I once again want to congratulate all the people who have worked so long and so hard on this project. Our friends in the private sector, Al Samuels, Marsha Gordon, Ross Pepe, the former county executives, the current county executives, the senators, the assemblymen, the people who are on my team, Larry Schwartz, who did an outstanding job. Let's give him a round of applause. The whole team at the Thruway Authority, and our newest member of the team, our superstar, Brian Connie Bear. I want to thank him for all he did. And most of all, I want to congratulate the people of the Mid-Hudson, because this is going to be a great accomplishment. And it's going to be a great accomplishment for the entire state. But it's going to be a jewel on the Hudson that's going to make this beautiful river even more special. And it'll help the people in the Mid-Hudson area economically, from a traffic commuting point of view, and from an aesthetic point of view. Congratulations to all of you. It's my pleasure to be part of it. Let's sign that loan. And now Washington, the next step is a Washington federal loan so we can get to work. Thank you and congratulations.
Right there, folks. That is the letter to the federal government requesting a $2 billion loan to help us make the new Tappan Zee Bridge a reality. We are moving forward. It is going to happen. That concludes the program right now, but you are all invited inside for refreshments. Please join us right inside the restaurant next door.
Yeah.